Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. It is very nice to see you again. Even though I keep saying that, but I'm not actually seeing you guys, like physically, but whatever. It's good to be with you. That's for sure. This is going to be a general reading, daily reading, and a timeless reading. Yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Whenever it resonates for you, then that's the message for you in that moment. It is going to be so weird not having glasses for like the next week. Anyway, let's get into this message and see what we've got for today. Hopefully we're feeling better than we were yesterday. I did come to realize that we just came out of a full moon over the weekend. So and I was feeling anxious all that day. And then I looked up at the moon and I was like, oh. And I don't have my astrology software anymore because I fried my main hard drive on my computer because I was irresponsible and choked the thing to death. So unfortunately, I don't have my the software right now. I really should learn to do it by hand, but I've never found it. It's so funny because there are certain astrologers that say that if you can't draw a chart by hand, then you're not an astrologer, and I guess I can see that. It is definitely a skill that you needed to have in order to be an astrologer before these programs came out, obviously. But ironically, I've never actually found a book that tells you how to calculate that. Like, how did they learn that? It feels like gatekeeping in a way. Anyway, I am rambling. Let's get into today's message and see what we've got. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please clearly show us what it is we need to see, tell us what it is we need to hear, and enlighten us to that which it is we need to know so that we may be empowered to live our very best and highest vibrational lives. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Alrighty. Okay, pink is catching my attention, very much like the pink of this cup here. Normally, when I see pink, when I'm channeling and pink comes through, it's an energy of self-care and self-love. It's an energy of pure love. First thing I think of when I see this energy for us in this moment is we really need to work on nurturing ourselves. I do feel like there is a pretty big emotional upheaval that's happening. Now, last week we were talking about emotional reflection and emotional responsibility and facing your emotions and all that. Lots of Queen of Cups energy, right? Like staring intently into that cup with intentions to understand and try to heal. Well, there could be a whole tsunami of emotions that is flowing right now. That's the impression that I get when I see this pink energy, because there's almost a sense of urgency in this. Oh, I'm wearing pink pants too today. Look, see, it's a pink type of day. Yeah, pink is really standing out. I have this. Why is this here? This Himalayan pink salt on my desk? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know because I have a bunch of condiments here. I have hot sauces. I have like 3 different types of hot sauce and some salt. Anyway, The self-care is urgent, is needed. There is a sense of urgency, not because anybody's necessarily in danger, but just that you really want to get started on it. You don't want to fall too behind. You don't want to procrastinate on stuff like this because, and we mean like self-care, the healing, the moments, like the nurturance, the spa days, the days where you're just letting yourself be a lump, a couch potato, just wrapped up in your favorite clothes with maybe some of your favorite foods, or like I don't know, something, and a movie, and just like be a vegetable for a day. You know what I mean? Like doing things like that. It's not always, and I guess this is where the urgency is coming through. This is what we want you to understand. It's not always about doing the major things that are, we wouldn't even know how to describe that. How would we describe that? What do we mean by that? Like the most obvious things, changing your diet or enriching your mind, working out, things like that. It's not always about that. When we mention self-care, it's about anything that you can do to help alleviate some of the stress, to help bring your vibration up, even if it's just like a stupid little, and I don't mean to belittle anything. It really, I guess I shouldn't call it stupid, but like to somebody else that would be like, what, that has no meaning to me. But for you, it's like, it makes you feel like a kid again, that kind of stuff. It's not always about the big self-care acts. You know what I mean? That's where this urgency, that's where this sense of urgency is coming from in this message, in the pink energy. Okay, so stop procrastinating on allowing yourself to do the things that are going to help you feel better in the long run. So if that means just taking a day, or at least like, if you're lucky enough to take a whole day, off of work, or if you're off already or something like that, or if it's just get absolutely everything that you need to do done, like that's within reason, right, for the day, and then just take the rest of the day off. Something like that, do whatever it is you need to do. And when we say take the rest of that day off, we mean take the rest of the day off, take your ass home, put on some comfy couch clothes, sit on the couch and watch a movie or something like that. Read a book, do a puzzle. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even turn off your phone. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Doesn't really feel like anything. All right. Focus on the pink energy. Yeah, see, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles now. What was that? 3 of Cups before? 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles though now. I do feel like you're at a culmination point. That's for sure. And we've been talking about that. So this is because 10s are completions, right? So I just heard it's finally time to get over some of the things that you have been holding on to from the past, i.e. some of these wands that maybe even all of them. Who knows? Take it as it resonates. But like, and we don't mean to belittle anybody when we say get over. But we do want to reinforce the phrase of finally start to let go of some of the things we've been carrying for decades. I just heard eons too, so that would be generational stuff. Okay. But see, we don't want you to think that there's any sort of reprimand in this, because the reason why we're having this conversation right now is because it's happening, right? So it's not like you didn't necessarily need to do anything else. You're already doing it. But what we want you to recognize is that this is a moment to take advantage of in order to really help push this healing process. So again, don't procrastinate any longer. Allow yourself to do the things you want to do to help yourself feel better and to help yourself get through this. And it's so interesting, I guess from a certain perspective, it could be seen as very interesting that we would need to be instructing you in this way in something that it really is you want to do, right? Something that it really is that you need to do, maybe. It's giving energies of, if you don't take the time to rest now, your body will force you, or the universe will force you to do it later. And it's probably going to be a little more inconvenient then, but you're going to need it anyway. So you're going to have to just be forced to do it, right? It's giving that a little bit here. Okay. So it's just funny and ironic even that we would need to instruct you in terms of doing something you're going to love, or doing something you really want to do anyway. It's just funny, but that comes from trauma, right? And it comes from conditioning, the old cycle. So could be for somebody, or maybe multiple people here in the collective, it's quite literally allowing yourself to do the thing that a certain parent or individual or authoritative figure maybe like figuratively like beat out of you or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you are so conditioned against doing this that you literally have to like bust down a brick wall just to get to it. And you really need to be doing that. It's giving that as well. So take this all as it resonates, okay? Do what it is you love to do. Do what it is you've been just do it. Just go and fucking do it. I mean, listen, take it as it resonates. I am not out here condoning violence or anything like breaking the law or anything like that. Absolutely not. And y'all know that. I shouldn't have to say that, but whatever. Disclaimer. We do not condone any sort of breaking of the law or anything like that. But if there's something that your heart has been desiring, it is necessary for you to do it. And it may seem trivial to you on a conscious level, but you don't really know how that's going to affect your whole system in parts that you can't even really quite see or understand or make make light of right now. Okay. Five of Wands. Oh, okay. Deck's upside down. All right. What the? No. First of all, the deck is upside down. Second of all, that was way too many cards. That was way too many. Y'all remember how Spirit likes to dump sometimes, and it's just like, no, we're not. That was just a mess. Let's try this again. Yeah, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. All right, what's going on? Okay, we have the Three of Cups again. That's for the collective. Please, Spirit. There's the Five of Wands again. Okay. And the Knight of Wands again. Okay, the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands came out the first time I tried to pull. So okay. And we have this Three of Cups here, which I believe showed itself with the Ten of Pentacles in the beginning. And we have all this with the Four of Wands as the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, and the Sun. Okay. So I'm reading this as, yes, buddy, how may I help you? What, you want to go outside or something? You see I'm in the middle of a reading, right? What? Hold on a second. He wanted to go outside. Okay, anyway, I'm reading this Knight of Wands here as literally not moving forward. But it's more than just that. It's more than just like not moving forward. It feels like not having the passion or the drive to move forward right now. And I'm hearing that it's temporary. It definitely is temporary. Okay. But there is still some sort of emotional work that needs to happen. We have the Three of Cups and we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Now, the Three of Cups usually is a celebratory energy. But with this Five of Wands here, and with the general feeling that I've been picking up on for the collective, this Three of Cups in this moment feels more of like working together, because like the number three is like where you start to build teamwork, really. And like, say, for example, the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about working together to build something, right? 555 on the counter, yep. Working together to build something for the greater good of the collective or whatever, right? I'm seeing this Three of Cups as very similar to the Three of Pentacles in terms of working together. But in the Three of Cups, it's working together with the emotions. And this is the three parts of the self: body, mind, and spirit, masculine, feminine, child, light, dark, higher self. I don't know, maybe. But definitely seeing some sort of emotional work happening with the Three of Cups. And the Five of Wands here is definitely feeling like that, that frustrating energy of still needing to come to terms with something. So for some here, this could be mental blockages in terms of conditioning you've dealt with as a child. Like you have been working on this new project, or you've been working on moving in this new path, and it's been going well so far, and you've been making progress, but now something is coming up that is kind of putting a wrench in the system, but it's part of the overall healing process because it's something that's within that has been triggered, that's now ready to be seen and released. So that's why we're not moving forward here. That's why we don't feel the passion, the drive, the energy. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. But with all of that said, you're still in a really good place. Four of Wands, the Sun, Four of Pentacles, and the Moon. Whoa, that's weird. That's crazy. That's crazy. Four of Wands, the Sun, Four of Pentacles, the Moon. Okay. Four of Wands, the Sun. Very solar energy here. Very much solar energy here. Fire energy too, with the Wands. And then the Moon with the Four of Pentacles. This is like perfectly mirroring each other. Whereas the Sun and the Four of Wands would be a very active energy. And then the Moon and the Four of Pentacles would be a very receptive or dormant, not so active energy. I'm just seeing are you seeing the opposites? I'm seeing the opposites here. It's very balanced. It's very balanced, but there's this tension here. This tension. This is what I want to talk about more. Yeah. Five of Wands. Ooh. Oh. Yikes. Five of Wands. This is literally exactly what I was thinking. I'm not sure if I have expressed it well enough yet, but I'm going to try again because it's coming up in the card, so I have a physical representation of what I was picking up on. Oops, I wanted to leave that out. Yeah, very very, very balanced. This is a balanced situation, but it is pretty tense because you have clarifying this Five of Wands here, this tension that you're going through right now. You do have the Devil and the Page of Wands. And that's exactly what I thought it was when I said there's something coming up here that's getting in the way of your new process. And it's a struggle between the past and the present. Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. And that's exactly, yes, it is a struggle between the past, who you were back then, these old conditioning elements, and the present, who you are now, and how those elements are completely obsolete. And not only are they obsolete, but they hinder your progress. They hold you back. They stunt your growth. So in this Five of Wands energy here is just like we were saying in the beginning of the reading, overall energy clarifying it is the Temperance card. So this is a re-alchemization. This is a moment of healing, of re-alchemizing, or just alchemy in general. Oh my goodness, look at this. You've got Temperance, and then you've got Judgment. So this is very much an energy of you just gotta sit back and allow the situation to happen, and also allow the angels, your higher self, higher powers, the universe, whatnot, whatever, allow that to work on your behalf too. Like, don't hinder the progress. So this is why it was so urgent in the beginning of the reading to say, stop procrastinating and do the things that you know are going to help you feel better and are going to help you work through this progress or work through this process. And if that means actively starting to do the things that you were told not to or conditioned out of, then that's what you need to do. So, for example, if you've always wanted to sing, and you know you actually can sing, you might need a little training here or there, but you know you actually can sing, and yet somewhere in life, you got the notion that no, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you should stay away from that. Well, actually, maybe you should go towards it. Just a thought. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you so very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I look forward to connecting with you again tomorrow. Cool. Mwah. Bye.